right. Good morning. April 11th. Today we're going to use a glider and a squishy ball. You can use a washcloth if you don't have something like this. So that totally works too. It's probably good to have a bare floor. If you don't have a bare floor, you can always just kind of use your socks to slide on the carpeting. So we're going to start with the glider. I'm going to put this under my chair. I'm going to use the washcloth on one side, and then I'll switch it to the glider on the other side. So you want to place your whole foot on there. I'm going to sit way at the front edge of my chair so that I can push the leg out to the side and pull it back in. And push. Let's do 2 more of these. Good. We'll leave the leg out here, and then we'll do a side bend towards that foot. And then come up, we'll do 3 of these. One more time. Now when you come up this time, pull the leg in with you, and then slide it out with you, and pull it in. One more time. And come on in. Same side. I'm going to move this foot back a little bit. So I'm just going to kind of turn a little, and so I can push the leg that way and then that way. So a little bit of a cross or a V. Foot's light on whatever surface you're using so that it moves easy. One more time. Good. And then we'll switch to the other side. So I'm just going to use the glider on the other side. It's easier to see that. Out and in. There's really no difference between the two. This is just some fancy marketing tool. Out and in. If you do have carpeting, you can use like a paper plate, actually. One more time on this side. And then we'll stay here and do that side bend. And come up. Good. Bring the foot in and now push it away and side bend. One more time. Push it away and bring it in. Good. I'm going to twist a little bit, pull this leg back so that I can go out to the side and cross over this way. Out and cross. Nice movement in the hip. One more time. Good. Bring whatever it is you're using into the middle. I'm going to go back to the washcloth. And I'm going to put both feet on, and I'm going to push the cloth away. So I'm going to push it away and pull it back. Push it away, pull it back. So this involves having your legs be super light, which can be challenging. It's going to work the upper part of the legs here a little bit. Push out, pull in. Trying to activate the tummy muscles while you do this. 2 more. Good. Keeping the legs in, lift up and over, circle around, come out to the side, lift up and over and circle. We'll do this 3 times. Then we'll reverse, go across, up and open. 2, 3, and down, switch sides. Up, in front, and around. And reverse, up. One more time. 3, and home. Good. Grab your squishy ball. Keeping your feet on top of your glider. Let's take the hands on the sides, elbows closed in, and you're just going to press with your hands. We'll do 10 of these. 7, 9, and 10. Good. We're going to push the ball away from the chest and bring it back. Push away and bring it back. If you want to squeeze it a little bit with your hands, that's totally fine. If you don't want to, that's okay too. Push away. One more time, push away. Now, the next time you push away, your hips are going to curl under you. So you're going to roll back on your hips, come back up. Roll back on your hips. Roll back. Two more. One more time. Roll back. Good. Staying upright. Push the towel or the glider away. Push your arms away. Pull back in. Push away. Pull back in. I'm losing my feet there a little bit. Pull back in. Push away. Pull back in. Out and in, still losing my feet. Out, in. Last 2, out and in. Good. Now we're gonna curl back like we did before. The feet are gonna go away. The ball's gonna go away. You're gonna curl back, come back up. So you have to keep your feet down, right? So roll into the back of the hip, pull the legs back in, a little bit of abs here, roll back. Come back in, roll back. 3 more, back. 2. One more time. Yes, and in, ball in between knees. You can go up above your knee joint if you like. Squeeze. 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Arms here. They look really blurry. Maybe it's just the light. Press. Two more. Hold back here. Turn the hands so the palms are facing inward. Squeeze the hands together, squeeze the legs together. Good. 10 more. 9, 8. Activate the tummy in between the hands and the knees, right? So pump the tummy muscles at the same time that you're pumping the arms and legs. Last 2, last 1. Good. Hands on the knees. Drop the chin, roll forward, roll back up. Inhale from the top, exhale, roll through your spine, come back up. Roll down through your spine. Come back up. 2 more of these, roll down through your spine. One more time, roll down. And come back up. Good. We'll take the glider over to the right leg again. Ball is going to be in your left hand. Okay. So we're going to push the glider out. This arm is going to reach. You're going to twist over, pull in, rotate back, push away, twist towards your ankle, come back, twist. Two more of these. Good. From here, we'll go up and around 3 times. Leg is going to move with us. 2, 3. And then we're going to switch it. So you're going to go in front first and over. And 2. And 3. Good. Back to both feet. Ball in hand, elbows down. Squeeze for 10, 9, 8. Use your palms. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Push the feet out 5 times. 2. Hold here. Push the arms out 5 times. I'm going to lift my elbows up for this set. You can certainly keep yours down if you get too much into your shoulders. 4, 5. We'll add them together. So arms and legs at the same time. You want to curl back a little bit. Pull back up. Curl back. Come back up. 2 more. Back and up. One more time. Back and up. Take the glider over to the other side. Here, hand over here. This goes away, right? No, that's right. Ankle, twist. Ankle, twist. So because your leg is out there, you can't really go to your ankle, right? Because otherwise you'll fall off. So you're going in that direction. Reaching for it, twisting away. The twist is bigger because your leg is in, which is kind of nice. 1 more. Good. Come here, come around 3 times. 2. 3, go the other way. 1, 2, and 3, and bring the glider in. Good. All right. We're going to go into some back stuff. So let's go ball up by the upper back. Somewhere around the shoulder blades or the rib cage. Let's just do a tiny bit of twisting. So by pressing into the ball with the body, you're just going to roll your right side against the ball. And then you'll roll your left side against the ball. And then right. And left. And right. One more time, right. And left. Good. Sitting up very nice and straight. I'm going to move this away so I can get my feet to connect to the floor and press straight body. Press straight back. I have to push my feet down a little bit. That gives me a little more leverage. Again, I'm gonna pump in on my abs here. They're gonna pull in as I'm pushing back into the ball. 3 more. 2, 1. Rotate slightly to the right side, so the whole body's gonna twist, and we're gonna push back into that side 5 times. 3, you might feel the opposite leg pushing a little harder. 2 and 1, and then we'll twist the other way and press. Last time. Come center, cross the chest. Don't lose the ball. Curl forward, elbows towards the thighs. Come back up. Curl down. So how far down can I go without losing the ball, right? Without sitting up and away from it. Over. Lift. Exhale over. Last 2. 1 more time. Good, I'm gonna hold my head. Elbows are closed. I'm gonna go back. Back up to straight. Over the ball behind me. Back up. Oh, that feels so good. Two more. One more time. Oh, yes. And up. Good. Hands on the knees. Ball comes away. Back between the legs. I have to move up again. I'm still going to have my feet on the floor. We're going to end up standing up doing some stuff with the glider. So let's do a little cat cow. So arms are straight, knees are wrapped, fingers are wrapped around the knees. So as you curl back, the arms won't change, right? So you'll curl back and then you'll pull forward and curl back and pull forward. Just moving the spine, tipping the tailbone up and down. Bringing the head back a little bit if you like. Let's do 2 more. Fabulous, and back. Okay, so we'll have the legs go one way, the body go the other way. Yes. So just hang here. Use this hand to bring you around here, creating a nice twist. If you have your edge of your chair, go ahead and grab that. That'll help you twist a little bit more. Sit up really nice and tall. Nice open collarbone here. And then we'll go to the other side. And we'll rotate. So I'm going to move my knees over. I'm going to have my hand on the edge of the chair so I can pull myself around. One more breath. Back to center. Good. Ball behind the bottom of my hips this time. We're going to do some knee lifts. On this one, I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. So if I sit forward and the ball's back here, I can roll back into it. It's very nice and comfy against the back of my hips, which I like. So I can roll my hips into the ball first before my upper back. and then come back up. So if I scoot away enough, that's gonna open up my hips enough to be able to pick up a leg, right? So I'll sit up and I'm gonna grab it. It's gonna come up, I'm gonna grab it. And then I'm gonna alternate side to side. So leg up, tuck and curl, leg up. Curl leg up. Hopefully that's an easy movement for you. If you just let the leg come up as the hips go back, shouldn't be too hard. One more on each side. So now we'll stay on the one side. So curl back into it, hold the leg here. I'm actually gonna wrap my wrist with my other hand so that I really got a good hold on my leg here. And then I'm just gonna straighten and bend. Not all the way, just moving from my knee to my foot. Just opening and closing that knee joint. My abs are nice and tucked in, nice and scooped. One more. Good. Hand on the thigh so I can sit up. Okay, now we'll go to the other side. So you're gonna tuck and curl, find your leg, hold it, wrap one hand around your wrist, and bend and straighten the knee. Listen to it talk to you. There's all sorts of things to say. Up and down. 3, 2, 1. Good. Holding with my hands, come back up. So that's just your knees, letting you know that they're still there, right? Ball away back to the front of the legs. Okay. Turn around here again. Multitasking. Okay, so feet back on your glider, ball between knees, push away, pull in 5 times. We're sitting up straight right now. We're not rolling back. Good. Now take the arms out in front of you. If you get tired here, you can always go here. Twist to your right, push and pull. Good. Come back center, twist to your left, push and pull. Come back center, cross the arms. Curl back. I'm touching the chair, I'm coming back up. Rolling on the hips, curl back. Come back up, I'm a little crooked. Curl back. Come back up. Curl back. Come back up. Can we lift up the right leg when we do this? Curl back with the right leg. Come back up. Switch sides. One more each way. Curl and lift. Curl and lift. Come back up. Okay, we're gonna add on. Take the ball out. Push the legs out and in. So this time, we're gonna twist, holding the ball. Legs will be still. You're gonna roll back to the chair. Come back up. So my left, back of my left, my right side, sorry, my right shoulder blade is touching the chair. One more. Good, come on up, go to the other side. Three, 2 more, 4. Come back to the center, arms down. Hold the ball with your right hand. We're gonna go back to a different variation of what we just did, but just give ourselves a little break here. So holding the ball in your right hand, since it's squishy, you don't have to squeeze it. So just grip it, easy. Swing the arm back, swing the arm up. I'm gonna start to make this bigger, coming up higher and going back further. So you go as whatever range works best for you. One more time. And down. Good. We're going to switch sides. Lift. Start small. Again, you're going to have a little conversation going on over there in the shoulder. Make it bigger if you want. Find your range, test it out. What's today? Today is the 11th. Yeah. So next Monday, I'm going to have a house guest. So we might be in the living room where we used to be. One more time. And down. All right. So holding the ball. So this time we'll do the twisting to the right, but the legs are going to move. Okay. And if you're like, yeah, I'm not sure I want to move both legs at the same time, let's try this first. So left leg twisting right. Okay. Something like this. So one foot will stay still, the one that's closest to the twisted side. Okay. So arms will reach back, come in. We'll do 5 here. We're going to do a total of 10, but we'll put both feet on if you choose. All right, so now here's both feet. You ready? So you can do both or go back to one. Go out, come in. I'm twisted. I'm getting into that right shoulder blade that comes against the chair. We have one more. Yes, just a little bit more core on that. Okay, both arms up. Breathe in, exhale, bring the ball down, drop your head, go down between your ankles. Come back up, lift. Lower down. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Come on back up and lift. Good. Twist this way. Take the opposite foot. Okay? So if I'm twisting to the left, everything I do is opposite to you guys, so I have to figure it out. Right leg, twisting left. That's a skill, let me tell you. Took a long time to develop too. All right, here we go. Curl back, reach, push the leg away. Two more on this side. Back in. If you want to add both feet, add both feet. Otherwise, stay with the one. Okay. Reach, legs away. I'm taking my time because it's an effort to get back up. I have to work at it to get back up. Okay, one more. Good, and in. All right, we're gonna do some sit to stands. Do not have that under your feet, please. Do not flat feet. Let me turn my mail off. Sorry, it's dinging. Okay. So we're gonna sit to stand. You can choose to hold the ball in your hands while you do that. So when you can reach your arms out to stand up with the ball, or you can have the ball in between your legs. You pick. Eventually what we'll do is kind of switch back and forth between holding it between our legs and holding it in our hands. I'm gonna move back a little bit. If you are not one who wants to stand up and down, then I would suggest that you start standing and you find a place where you can put your hands and you just do little squats, okay? Otherwise, we're gonna get up off the chair, sit back down on the chair. All right, I'm gonna start with my hands. Okay, I'm sorry. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. My fault, sorry, sit. All right, in the hands. So when we stand, you'll lean forward, lift, arms up, arms down, sit back down. So the ball can come down here, reach the ball, lean into it, stand up. Reach forward, stand up. Good. If you need your hands to stand up, don't hold the ball. Forward stand. Right? Now stay down, squeeze the ball with your legs. So the ball between your thighs aligns them, lines your legs, right? So you're gonna reach the arms in front of you if you like. That's option one. I'm gonna go with arms across the chest. So up here or here, okay? I'm gonna go this route. Go here first if you're not sure, okay? Lean, stand, hips fold, sit. Hips fold, stand. Fold at your hips, sit down. Fold at your hips, stand up. One more time, fold, stand, fold, sit. We're gonna switch back and forth for 5, okay? Stand up, sit down, grab the ball, stand up, sit down, put the ball back between your legs. Stand up, sit down, grab the ball, stand up, sit, ball between legs. We have one more time. Stand, sit, grab the ball, stand, stay standing. Side bend. So my lower body stays still. From my hips down, everything is still. It's from my waist up that I'm bending. I can feel the weight in my feet. It's equal the whole time, no matter which way I go. One more. Come center and come down. All right, we're going to use the glider on the floor with the chair. I swear to God, I look really fuzzy. Has to be the light above me. Has to be. So I'm going to use the glider on the floor. Okay, let me turn sideways so you can see what we're doing. My mat is the same color as the floor, so it's hard for you guys to see that. So I need to move it over. I adore this mat. It's my favorite. It's made of cork. Love it. Okay. So, glider. Okay. Hands on whatever surface you're using. You can use the back of your chair, you can use a table, you can use a kitchen countertop, whatever is available to you. Whatever's available, the sturdier the better, right? So if your table or countertop doesn't move, that's a really good place to go. Okay, here we go. So I'm underneath for me, it's my right foot, it's my front leg into the camera. I'm gonna push back and pull in. Push back and pull in. I'm going a little bit past my standing leg. When I push back, I squeeze right here, right at the bottom of my butt cheek. Let's do 3 more, little squeeze. And we're gonna do some hamstring curls. Because we can, okay? Stand on both feet. I'm actually gonna move this out of the way. Bend your knee, put it back down. Same leg, bend your knee, put it back down. Now, if you look at where my leg goes, I'm not going forward with my knee to bend it. I'm keeping my legs right next to each other and I'm picking up my heel. That forces this muscle back here to work. Heel lifts, trying to keep the knees next to each other. If you get a cramp, I'm very sorry. Let's do 2 more. One more time. Good. Find your towel again. Go to the side, pull in. Side, pull in. Out, in. I don't have my auxiliary lighting on, so. My assistants are out to lunch. My lighting assistant is out to lunch. 3, 2, 1. Move this in or out of your way. Leg is gonna come up to the side. I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see that. Leg is gonna come up to the side and come back. Up to the side and come back. I'm not going very high. If I had to go high, I would have to lean over. It's small, quick. Out, in. Last 2. Good. So your standing leg is going, what's going on? When are we going to switch? So we'll switch now. I'm just bending my knees a little bit, walking through my legs. Okay, we're switching sides. So my leg closest to you is on the floor. My leg furthest away has the glider underneath it. Back, my hips don't twist or turn. Everything stays forward, facing whatever I'm holding on to. Squeezing right at the top of the butt. Bottom of the butt, sorry. And push. Three, 2, 1. Yes. Now we go into the bending. So push that off to the side a little bit. Bend. You'll notice my knee doesn't come to the front to bend. It's easier to do it that way, but we don't get to target the back of the leg muscle. And in the chair class, we do a lot of sitting. So it's good to get into the back of the legs. It's very hard to do that when we're sitting. Which is why sitting is not really very good for you. You lose your booty. Lose your glute muscles, your hamstrings. Sitting's okay as long as you don't do it all the time. Last two. Last one. Yes. Pull the glider back in or your washcloth. Go to the side, come back. It's not a super big movement because your foot's on it. Side, back. If your heel comes up, that's completely okay. Then you can push it further. Four more. 2, 1. Bring it in. Push it off to the side. Lift the leg out to the side and in. I'm just going to turn this way. Lift and in. Lift. Quick, snappy, precise. Last two. My original leg is quite tired at this point. Bend and straighten your knees. Rock your hips a little bit. Circle your hips a little bit. So if I'm holding on to whatever, I'm going to circle back, reverse that. Good. All right, so we need our ball because we're going to press the hips into the ball. If you are using a table or a counter, your hands are going to have to go flat on top. Otherwise, so the hips go, ball goes right against my belly here, pubic bone, or slightly above this lovely spot right here. And then the ball goes against the surface. So it's in between me and I'm gonna put my hands down, depending on what kind of surface you're using. You're gonna really kind of fire up your armpits a little bit. And then I'm just gonna push my hips forward into the surface of the ball and then stand back up. So I'm standing up straight, very balanced. Sway the hips into the ball, giving me a little bit of an extension here. And then back. So I'm going to add a little back bend with my upper back, but I want to make sure that I stay connected to the ball the whole time, right? All right, so hips first, and then my upper back's going to lift. Back to upright. Sorry, they're working downstairs. Push and open. And back, okay? This arm's gonna come up if you choose, okay? So as I push, this arm's gonna lift. Back to standing. You can feel the weight transfer from foot, whole foot to toes, right? Weight transfers forward. One more time. Then we'll change arms. Change arms. If you get dizzy, don't look up. Arm down, lift. One more time, up. And down. Okay. Staying where you are. Let the ball drop to the floor. Have your heels find the ball. Hard to see my feet. So my toes are slightly turned out down here. I'm going to walk my legs until I can really feel like I'm hugging the ball with the whole inside of my legs. At that point, hanging on to whatever I'm using for stabilization, I just lift the heels up off the floor and come down. If you go forward a little bit, that's okay, but don't have the chair move, right? So you don't want to lean on it too much. little bit's fine. Let's do 2 more of these. Oh yeah, one more time. Feels great up and down along the back of the legs to me. And down. All right, separate your feet. All right, we're going back to the glider. This time we're gonna do a little bit of a lunge with the leg, the standing leg. So that leg's gonna bend a little. Time flies when you're having fun. I'm back on my camera side. For me, that's the right side. Push back. Start to bend the front leg. Pull back in. Push back. So everybody's going to have a different threshold here, right? If you feel any pain, the first thing you want to check is that when you're here, your knee is not going that way towards your toes. That's why you want to hang on to something so that you can take the hips back and keep the knee in alignment in that nice 90-degree angle. So make sure the hips go backwards. If that doesn't work for you, just go back to our first set of exercises where you just kick the leg back. I'm going to start to bend my upper body down towards the edge of whatever I'm hanging on to. This is going to really load up the other leg. 2 more. It's a lot of work, you guys. So good for your hips though. One more time. Back and in. Yes. Switch to the other leg, rock the hips out for a second. Okay, step 1. Glider goes back. Front leg doesn't bend. That's your option 1. Option 2 is glider goes back. You go away from the surface that you're hanging on to, you bend your knee and you come back in. We're going to stay here for about 10, that's 3. And then we'll add that bending over business, which makes it a little more harder. All right, we're going to add the bending forward if you like. So you bend forward, you come back up. So by bending into the leg, you end up adding more body weight. Let's do 1 more. And again. Woo. Walk your knees. All right, I'm going to pick up the ball and we're going to do some twisting or threading the needle. So we'll go under and we'll go open, holding the ball. We're going to do some standing at the ledge or the edge of whatever your surface is, and then we'll do some with the hands on the chair so that you can bend over if you want. Again, any dizziness or vertigo or anything like that, stay upright. Okay, so you can face your surface. Let's go a little bit wider with the legs so the hips are a little freer. They can twist. You can also let your knees bend a little bit. So I'm holding ball in my camera hand, which is my right hand. I'm going to go underneath And then I'm gonna go up. Underneath. Now when I go up, my back heel is gonna lift. This is gonna allow me to really twist open, kind of like a golfer would, right? And then under. The opposite heel comes off the floor. This frees up my hips. How'd Tiger do? Tiger. One more time. Under and up. Okay? Switch. Under your arm, up, lift your heel. Down. Lift. Under. Open. Yes, one more time. Under. Open and center. All right, again, stay on the surface that you prefer. I'm gonna go into this side so that I lower my upper body down onto the chair. I'm gonna do some cat cows. You can certainly do that from the back. Hands on top. Curl the spine. Drop the spine, lift your head, lift your tailbone. Curl the bottom of your spine. Drop your head, push into the chair. Open up. One more time. Good. From here, depending on what you're hanging on to, we're going to go out into a plank position. Make sure there's no glider near your feet whatsoever. We'll save that one for next time. Hands on whatever you're using. Walk one leg back, walk the other leg back. You can keep your hips up if you like, whatever makes you the most comfortable, or you can bring your hips down so everything's nice and straight. Try not to sag though, right? You're not bending to the floor. So everything nice, straight line, hold here. Push the floor away, push the chair away, push the counter away. Walk back in, round up, lift your arms, inhale. Exhale, bring your arms down. We're gonna do 2 more sets of these. Hands on whatever surface you're using. You can use the wall, right? You can do a plank against the wall, against the counter. Walk back in, round up, lift your arms, inhale. Exhale, bring your arms down. Walk out. Definitely a yoga move. Hold here, hold here. Walk back in, round up, open, and down. Boom.